What's up, guys? Crypto Trader Mitch, and just taking a look at the market because we got to sell off the past two nights, and things are kind of stabilized now. Um, we're not seeing any kind of crazy bounces. I'm not really seeing any like clear um, bullish U-turn patterns to use as buying entries, which we cover in the second video of the crypto course I did under the Scaredy Cat Guide brand. But anyway, it's interesting because we've kind of leveled off. Some coins are moving higher, but I just want to run through some charts, show you some examples of what I'm looking at and exactly or I should say, how I go about getting a feel for the market. So I got Litecoin up here right now. You see this daily candle is green so far. If we get a bounce here, then that's good because this will be a higher low. The key was staying above about 215 or so. So I'm interested to see if we get any kind of bounce that turns this into a bottom. This could just be one random green day and then we push lower, kind of like we had the day before. So something to keep an eye on, but you know, right there, 215-ish. It's where we want to stay above on Litecoin. Otherwise, talking about legging down again and you're looking at maybe 150. It's the next level of support. You see, got that pullback there, closed, open, basically some price action. Um, this is not a clean or tested support, but it was the last area of consolidation, the last basically hesitation and price action. So this could be the next downside support, assuming we were to break down and go below the 215. Obviously, we much rather see Litecoin bounce. And first target is making a run at this prior top. We needed to get to 278 or so. If we can clear that, and then get back up towards 300, then that's obviously very positive, and puts us in a position to see Litecoin try and make a run at the all-time highs. But a lot of stuff needs to happen. Still, a lot of work needs to be done. So first thing is just bouncing here. If we can get any kind of bounce and turn this into a higher bottom, that is key, especially because we had the higher top here. So we will see what happens. Let's look at some other coins. Obviously, Bitcoin. Bitcoin, same deal. Look, you got this low around 12.8 or so. It's so far bouncing. Can we get follow through? Can it maybe make a run at least at this prior support, now resistance around 15.2, 15.3 that I've talked about in many videos? If it does, that is at least somewhat positive because if it was to just, let's say close a green candle, small green candle, and then break down again and go lower. Now we're looking at downside of possibly 10,000. That was the last time we got a big move, and then some battle with the buyers and sellers here, a couple indecision candles here, and then it legged up. So you're looking at 10K as the downside if we do not bounce. Hopefully we bounce and try and test that 15.3, and then if it establishes, then this prior top around 17.1, 17.2, and so on and so forth. We shall see. Ethereum, we'll look at. Ethereum obviously has been the strong dog. Gave us this clean consolidation, and then boom, rip. Finally had the pullback, which expected, reversal candle, down day, and it's already bouncing. So this thing is strong like bull. It's pretty crazy. What else? EOS. EOS is acting strong and, bounced, pulled back, and then look, turned and went. It created this, higher high and then a higher low, and then boom, it actually ripped through the highs. I've had this one for quite some time, and I randomly added like 65 more coins. Luckily, a couple days ago, I got it around 920, 925, so that was awesome. I did like, the way the chart was playing out, but at the same time, you see I got this line that I drew here. That was a possible downside. I mean, if it turned, it could have definitely got down towards 7 again and maybe use this as a supporting trend line, which I did that with Ripple. I showed you guys this many times. With Ripple, I drew this line. I drew this line like then because I was trying to guess where it could go. And sure enough, boom, after playing off this a few times, it confirmed it as basically a supporting uptrend line. And look, it bounced. I actually I have a position in Ripple. I didn't add or buy any. I kind of missed it. I wish I was around. I would have bought it probably as soon as I saw it poke through and then come back. And then technically, on a daily chart, I guess this, close of this candle, you can take a shot and then use this line as your downside stop loss. So, which isn't bad. Risk reward. I mean, you're looking at buck 93 or so. If it goes against you, you get out buck 63. So you're risking 30 cents. But what's your upside target? Really, your upside target is these highs here, 275. So, I mean, heck, I actually probably should have jumped in this. And I guess you still could based on the risk reward. I mean, you're risking, what is that, 10 cents more now? But still, your upside is 275. So you're risking 40 cents to make, well, yeah, see, it's not even really so much 2 to 1 unless you're looking at the highs towards 3. So talk about that all the time. Risk reward, you want 2 to 1 or better. If you don't look for 2 to 1 or better, then I'm going to tell you right now, you're not going to make money actively trading or even actively investing, because you have to put that percentage in your favor. Because the bottom line is, whether you want to think every trade is going to make money, it's not. If you're right even half the time, you're one of the best traders in the world. So just getting that out there. What else? I'm going to take a look at Enigma because I want to show you something on the hourly. And it finally broke down, but here we go. I drew this ascending channel, and look at that. Boom, boom, boom. Kept hitting it, kept bouncing. I didn't see this until about here. I traded. I did a couple quick trades on this late night Tuesday when things were crashing. I bought it on this spike down to the bottom channel line and sold some basically, on the ride up. I actually probably sold too fast. I sold some here, and then finally sold some up towards here. And then again, I did a trade on it again here and sold it too quick, sold it like about here. But now look, you see it's finally broken down. And what I want to point out is, look at that. Broke down, came back to test it, failed, and then came back down. So right now, I would not look to buy this. I'll probably just hang out and see what happens, more so on the daily chart. And on the daily chart, look, I mean, I just had a sick run, so getting a pullback is expect. I mean, this can pull back to 40 and still be like that would be positive price action. I mean, that's a reasonable pullback. I mean, you got leg up and it's still above this prior top. I mean, talking about this candle being what? That's 28. I should say this move 28 to. So you're looking at 25. Move of like 25 points, we'll call it, because these things are these prices fractional. But anyway, given that said, a third of that being given back is completely reasonable and typical in any kind of move. So, um, you know, 8 cents, so 52, so 44, completely reasonable. And obviously even more because you can see a 50% retracement as well. So just yeah. What else? Trying to think of what else is out there that I have not looked at. I looked at Ripple. I mean, yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, I looked at the top 3 or 4, and then random one here with Enigma. Oh, Neo. There you go. I almost forgot about my friend Neo. So Neo has been kicking butt and taking names, just like Ethereum, and it's against Bitcoin. I want to see it against USD, to be honest. So, it's been doing its thing, and when we got the big dump last night, I actually grabbed some down when it spiked. I wish I would have got it when it cracked 100, but I got it more around like 110. Oh no, actually it was 109 because it was like 108 and like 90 cents or something. So call it 109, and I liked it because you had this top here around 105. So I was like, you know what, it's worth it. And I can use 100 as my stop. I have a big core position in this anyway, but I like to add on pullbacks. And then I decide, it's like, all right, am I going to take profits on that additional coin, or am I just going to keep it in my core position? Because I'm holding Neo for more of a long term. I'm hoping to see, much higher prices, especially now that it's finally cracked above 100. I'm hoping it truly is the Ethereum of China, and I can see this thing at 300. Then a few months from now, we'll see. But this is strong. I mean, despite what's going on in the crypto market lately, this has been one of the stronger coins. So you got to pay attention to strength and buy strength. So when everything else is going down, if a coin's going sideways, that means it's strong. So anyway, that's the lessons for today. Went a little longer than usual. If you want to grasp how I come up with support and resistance, and I recognize, where the price action is, and essentially, use these reversal patterns that I look for to, enter whatever crypto it may be and trade off of that. Check out the course. I mean, it's rather inexpensive, and you'll probably save that much in the first trade that you don't make a mistake on because you know what levels to look at. So I'll put the link in the show notes, and hope you join me. All right, Crypto Trader Mitch, I'm out.